Hello students, in last lecture we have studied the concept of array. Array is a group of different elements but of the similar type. Today we are going to study the types of arrays. In last lecture we have seen three types of arrays, that are indexed array, associative arrays and multidimensional arrays. Within these three types we are going to study only indexed arrays. Associative arrays and multidimensional arrays are dropped from your syllabus this year. But I will suggest you to go with these two types so that you can completely study the array concept in PHP. It is very useful to study associative as well as multidimensional arrays along with indexed arrays. Okay, let's go ahead with indexed arrays. The index can be assigned automatically to the array, and that type of arrays are known as the indexed array. You know that indexed array always starts with 0. Its example is $A. Dollar is used to declare the variable. A is the name of the variable. Here this A is name of the array, sorry, not of variable. This A is name of array, equal to array of value 1, comma value 2, comma dash 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 up to value n. You can define here multiple values separated by comma. PHP index array is an array which is represented by an index number by default. All elements of array are represented by an index number which starts from 0. PHP indexed array can store numbers, strings or any object. PHP indexed array is also known as numeric array. For example, see a $r. R is again a variable which is used to declare the array of this one, equal to array of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we completed the bracket to indicate that this array declaration is completed with the semicolon. Okay, here the index number of this 10 is 0, index number of 11 is 1, index number of 12 is 2, like this. Here we are having totally 6 elements, and therefore here total index number of this 15th will be 5. Okay, got it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the index numbers of these array elements. Just like the numerical numbers, we can declare the array of the string. For example, $r equal to array of, here different type of colors are specified, just like red, green, blue, yellow, black, white, and all the colors are enclosed within double quotes to indicate that these are the string elements. You know that all the string elements or every string data is enclosed within double quotes, and all these string elements or colors are separated with comma. And to complete the array we have to provide the round bracket with semicolon. Okay, got the concept of array declaration? To define the array in numerical format we have to use this format, and to define the array of string we have to use this type of format. The next one, there are two ways to define indexed array. First way, $size equal to array of big, medium, short. Here we have declared 3 elements array known as size. By using the size array name we have declared these 3 array elements. This is one of the type to declare the array. Another way to declare the array is $size of 0 equal to big, $size of 1 equal to medium, and $size of 2 equal to short. You know that index number of this first element is 0, index number of second element is 1, and this third element's index number is 2. Therefore, while declaring their size or their location, here $size 0, $size 1 and $size 2 is used. Remember, here you have to use the square brackets to declare these numbers. This square bracket indicates its internal index number. Okay, you know that this round bracket is used to declare the function or to indicate the data, but this square bracket is used to indicate the internal index number of this array name. Now let's see some programs. Here we have to display the declared array. For that, first of all, we have initialized PHP. Then $size equal to array of, again we have considered the same program, big, medium, short, and we have to display these names. For that, we have to use the echo statement, echo, and then this size will be the common name for everyone. Therefore, we have included it in double quote, size, colon, here $size 0. That means this big one, this big $size 0. Here see in the output, this size is displayed as it is with the colon. Then by this $size 0, this it displayed big data. Then $size 1 displayed medium data, and this $size 2 displayed short data or short element. Got it? Here what we have done, we have just defined or specified their actual index location or memory location or index number to display the elements. Then next one, again here we have used the same program but by using the second type of declaration. $size of 0 big, $size of 1 medium, $size of 2 short. In previous program what we have done, we have declared all these three elements in a single line and then echo all these three memory locations or index locations like this. Here we have declared their memory locations with their name and then we have echoed that data and we will get the same output here. The next program, $PHP subjects equal to array of array English, Hindi and Marathi. Here what we have done, we have used array name as a subjects and declared the array of three subjects, that is English, Hindi and Marathi. Then echo is used to display the subjects as I like. I like will be displayed as it is and then here this dot or period is used to indicate the first atom or to that this declaration will go inside the memory and will find out subject 0 from this array list. Okay, therefore $subjects of 0th location is English. It will be displayed here like this, I like English. Then we have provided comma. Again same thing, $subjects 1, it is Hindi, it is displayed here and as it is, and then $subjects 2 as a Marathi. Okay, that means here by using this statement, I like subject 0, subject 1 and subject 2 as I like English, Hindi and Marathi. Then we have again displayed the count of these subjects by using the echo and count function. Here count word is used to display the count and then to count the total number of subjects we have used count function with the variable dollar and array name as a subjects. Here in this $subjects we have declared all these three subjects and it will count the numbers or elements of the declared data and it is 3. Then next program, here we have displayed the data in some other format and it is known as the traversing array in PHP. Now here we have declared the 3 atoms or 3 elements within the size array, and we used for each function to traverse the data. Now when we studied the for each function, we studied that for each mainly used in the arrays. Here for each $size, that means this one, adds $s. $s, that means s is again declared as a new variable where all the data from this array, that is big, medium and short, will be stored here in this s variable. And now we have to just display this variable as output. Therefore we open the for each statement, then echo size is, it will be common for everyone, and then $s, and then break will display the every data on new line. Here see the output, size is. First of all, then big, medium and short. Why it is in this sequence? Because what we have done, we have used $s for each $size as $s, and then size is $s. Therefore it will display all the elements sequentially in the output. This is the use of for each. Then we can traverse the array element using the for loop also. It is also known as the print the data through loop. Here we have declared PHP, then cars array name is declared with the array as Maruti, BMW and Toyota. Okay, that means 3 types of cars are declared under the array name cars. Now we have used one more variable as array length equal to count of cars. That means whatever may be the elements, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, its total count will be stored here and it will be transferred to the variable array length or array length. Got this? इथे जे काही हा तुम्ही पहिल्यांदा ॲरे डिक्लेअर केला, याच्यामध्ये जेवढे काही ॲटम्स आहेत त्या ॲटम्स इथे असणार आहेत, त्याचा काउंट इथे जनरेट केला जाईल. करंटली आता इथे तुमचे 3 ॲटम्स आहेत. काउंट फंक्शनने इथे तुमचा आउटपुट किती असणार आहे? 3 असणार आहे, 3. अँड धिस 3 आउटपुट विल बी ट्रान्सफर्ड टू द व्हेरिएबल array length. Okay, then we have used the for loop. For x equal to 0, initial location is 0, x is variable x is less than array length, then x plus plus. What will happen with this for loop? First of all, value of x is 0, first location, and then we have to check the length of x up to its count. That means $x is less than 3. Internally it will be 3. Then $x plus plus. Initial value is 0. To go up to 3, we have to increment the value of x. Therefore it is x plus plus. हे लक्षात आलं का? फॉर लूप पहिल्यांदा 0 ने इनिशियलाइज केलं, त्याची जी मॅक्स लेंथ आहे तिथपर्यंत व्हॅल्यू आपण चेक करतो, इट इज लेस दॅन आणि एक्स प्लस प्लस. देन इको $cars ऑफ एक्स. कार्स ज्या काही आहेत त्यांची एक्स व्हॅल्यू जी काही आहे ती आपल्याला आता डिस्प्ले करायची आहे. देन ब्रेक अँड डिस्प्ले द आउटपुट. it will display the output as Maruti. Then on next line BMW by using this break statement, and on next line it will be Toyota. Okay, how it will function or internally how it will execute? First of all, by using this it will display the first value Maruti. Then here condition x is less than array length. Array length is 3. Here value of x is 0. 0 is less than 3. That means our condition is true. Therefore it will increment the value of x by 1. Therefore current value of x is 1. 1 is less than 3. Therefore it will display the second output, and again it will increment the value of x. Now x value is 2. X equal to 2. again condition is satisfying, x is less than 3, and then it will display the output as a Toyota. It will increment the value of x by 1, it will be 3. Now x equal to 3, but here 3 is less than 3. This condition is not satisfying, therefore it will not display the next output and it will not increment the value of x. It will come out of the loop. Okay. Then next one, to count the length of PHP index. In 2 or 3 programs we already use this function. We have to declare the array of different sizes and we have to use the count function. It will give the output. Then some interesting programs, only 2 short programs here. PHP program to display the sum of entered array elements. Here some array elements are declared as $r 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and we have to display their addition. First of all, to display their sum, we have declared variable sum as 0. Initial value of some variable is 0. Then we have declared the numbers. Then we use the for loop. Initial value of I is again a new variable which indicate the index of these elements. Initial value is 0. $i is less than count of array and $++. Just like the previous program, it will execute the for loop. Then $sum equal to $sum plus array of $1. What will happen with this? Initial value of sum is 0 plus here first value of array is 10. That means 0 plus 10 equal to 10. This value will be stored here, equal to, then value of sum is 10 plus next is 20. 10 plus 20, sum is 30. Like this all the elements will gets added with each other and our output will be sum of given array is $sum. Here actually it should be sum of given array should be here, and then it will display the 150 due to this $sum. Okay, this is simple program. And one more program to display the even and odd numbers within the entered array elements. Here again we have entered some array elements. For loop is used. Again, what is difference in previous and this program? Here we have to add only the even and odd numbers. That means we have to add even numbers separately and odd numbers separately. Therefore, we have to first of all find out the even numbers, and we know the logic to find out the even number. We have to use the mod operator, mod 2 equal to 0. If provided variable mod 2 equal to 0, then and then that number is even number. Here if $r of $1, here this $r means this one, $i means their internal number, mod 2 equal to 0, then even, that then even number equal to even plus array of 1. That means this number plus its initial value. Similarly, if this condition is satisfied, then it will add the number in even number, and if it is not satisfying, then it will add that number into the odd number. And finally we have displayed echo sum of even number, okay, as even, and sum of odd number as a odd, and the sum of even number is 36 and sum of odd number is 39. Here @rate can be used here. It is optional, but it can be used. Therefore, I have added here @rate. It is not compulsory to use the @rate here. And this is the simple logic to find out the even and odd numbers addition. Okay, today we will stop here. You have to just write down the answer of one question. What is an indexed array? Okay.